of the Charlotte Symphony, along with Francis Wada, the former conductor.
Well, excuse me, I haven't retired yet, sir.
Well, you're not conducting the fourth.
Well, that's true. So I have a title called the music director.
The music director now.
But
Whoa.
not conducting.
Not conducting.
Too much.
Well, hey, 3 years ago, we did the fourth with Jim Morris.
That's
Doesn't seem
true.
possible. 3 years ago.
I was thinking exactly about that. Jim Morris coming on stage and shoes on, and next thing is people start screaming, "Take your shoes off!"
Yeah, you see, with his shoes on, he can't keep time to the music.
I guess, yeah. So he just threw those shoes. And
Oh, God, it's funny. And you got a big night with Scott Levander. Now, where is Scott from? What's his history, Jimmy?
He's from Ohio, but he's conducted quite a few major orchestras around the country, and so we're very, very privileged to have him. He'll be conducting Wednesday night. The doors open at 4:30. The show starts at 6, and we still have tickets available. If you call 205-5996, get your tickets. It's inside, so even if it rains or even if it's hot or humid,
It's going to be warm.
it probably will be. Yeah.
It's going to be warm. And Michelle Amano is a soloist. Tell us about her, Francis.
she's beautiful.
About her voice.
Oh, you wanted to hear her voice. Well, you got to come in and listen to this beautiful singer. Absolutely. She's been in demand all over the country. And she's got interest in coming to Charlotte County.
That's good. And you're going to have food there, Jimmy?
Yeah. Hot dogs, hamburgers. You can get yourself a beer, and because the doors open early, you can hang around before the show and enjoy yourself.
And the hot dogs and hamburgers with side dishes and a drink will just be available for $12 and $8 for kids.
I guess that's right.
It's right down here at the bottom of the
Good. I'm
advertisement.
glad you have that,
Yeah.
because I don't.
J. Francis Wada, music director from the Charlotte County Symphony, is here. And was the highlight with Barry Manilow, or have there been other highlights that you've had?
Oh, the Bear Manor was fantastic, and especially the way he treated us. You know, he stated that this is the finest symphony orchestra he performed with, and they're so complimentary. Of course, I said, yeah, sure, he's in showbiz, he would tell to everybody. But next day, we in Tampa, he came over to talk to me personally and compliment what a great orchestra this is. And he would say, love to work with you guys again. And he did call us last August. Wanted us to go on a tour to Canada and up in New York State again.
Wow. What an
Fortunately, it really, truly.
Really?
I was just like, wow, isn't this incredible? Some of that stature really loved to perform with us. And our musicians really did a fantastic job. And in fact, that is really the kickoff of getting attention from all over the state. The musicians want to come in and play with us. So now we can attract the conductors to succeed in my position.
Right.
They're coming from all over the country, even abroad.
Yeah.
We have gone to that level. It's just incredible.
What qualifications do you look for as a music director or as a conductor? What qualifications do you look for in a musician?
Well, it obviously has to be a great musician, be able to play things really well. But the other part, very important, is the chemistry and the personality. How you engage with the musicians. Because conductors, you obviously inspire the musicians to play even better than where they are. Try to uplift their level. Or create the desire and want to play with you guys. You've got to have that.
Now, do you give them any sort of type of, playing interview to listen to what they can play?
Oh, we've watched video. I mean, my job in the search process was to look for charisma and the way they interacted with the musicians and the audience and all of that. And so we asked them for DVDs of their rehearsals and their performances to make sure they've got that Wada thing, you know.
Well, nobody's got that, so you're not going to find that anywhere. Jim, that water thing, it's going to be tough.
It's watered down.
Yeah. It's watered down. I love it. Francis Wada, Jim Morgese join us this morning. And Jim, in the search for a new conductor, are you having a lot of applicants?
Well, we went through the application process a while back.
Yep.
We probably had about 30. I mean, the universe is not that big as far as the conductors are concerned, and So I feel,
Conductors who wanna leave their positions.
well,
Yeah.
you know, it's a tough business. So trying to attract a conductor to move and relocate and consider this their symphony, that's a big deal. And so I figured, I think we got a pretty good response there. I feel good about it.
And, Francis, when you get musicians and you're interviewing them, do you make them bring their instruments and play for you?
Yes, we do have open audition.
Okay.
So we send a requirement.
So I can borrow a trombone and come down here
Yeah.
and try it out?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I don't know about that, Tommy.
I wanna see that.
Maybe bring a baseball bat or two. you
I
know?
can do that.
Yeah.
Or a couple putters.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. With fundraising, Jimmy, I know that you're bailiwick right now. It's getting a lot of funds. How's that going?
Fundraising, at the end of the last fiscal year, and our fiscal year runs May to April.
Okay.
So we've just completed fiscal year. Fiscal year ended in the black, thanks to people coming in at the end of the fiscal year and making us whole. Now we're starting a new one, and things are looking promising. We have an endowment campaign that we've launched to, we got a $100,000 gift, and we immediately set out to match that 100 with another 100. And so we've gotten $30,000 toward that $100,000 goal for the endowment. I'm also asking for philanthropy beyond ticket sales, because, only 40–45% of our budget is paid for by ticket sales. The rest has to come from the corporations, grants, gifts from the community, and that's how you make a symphony work. And it's working. There are major symphonies in this country that are going under because they don't have
That's
attendance.
that's where I was going.
Yeah.
With you involved with another symphony up in Pittsburgh, how are they doing financially? They've been around a lot longer than we have.
Well, actually, it's about the same, well, maybe a little bit longer. This is my 30th year with the Thayer Symphony, and the economy has been tough for the last 3 years or so, but it's now stabilized. We are just on the verge of coming back again, so that's a good sign. But here, the Charlotte Symphony, it's very exciting for me, and my goal and a dream has been to set $1 million endowment before I leave. So the
We better
time's
get
ticking.
going.
Well,
So now we got 130,000.
or Jimmy, he could be here for a long time.
Yeah, that sounds like a promise, don't you
Yeah,
think?
I thought so too.
Well, I thought it was a threat to you guys.
No way in heck. I know you're gonna help out bringing in different people to do the acts. You have done so many. The Manavani night had been an inspiration to you.
Oh, that was so wonderful, and I had a dinner with the president of Manavani Orchestra just before I came here a couple nights ago, and he was thrilled to read the papers and hear about the people's comments, because I sent several comments.
Yeah.
The emails came into the office, and he was thrilled. That was a real honor. Beyond my dream, I never dreamed one day I could conduct the Manavani music.
Now, did anything get sent back to Japan about you doing that? Because to me, that would have been the plus for people at home to realize what you've done over here.
Right.
And did they know anything about it?
Some people do know. There was a discussion with a meeting that I had with the president of Manavani, and but they are talking to the management in Japan, taking the orchestra there again.
Okay.
So
Be kind of neat.
it would be great to do something.
Now, when you try to translate music into people's feelings and moods, and the little changes that you may make to get a different feel, how do the band members, how do the orchestra members feel about it? Are they too traditional, or can they play some of the music the way you'd like to hear it play?
Our musicians are just incredible. They can do anything I ask them, and they want to create something different. And
That's different.
they really want to please me. That's an incredible feeling when you go out to work. It is a pleasure, because I know I can count on our musicians. They will do anything I ask.
Well, we had, when the Kruger Brothers came out, we had a classically trained first chair violinist, and he was a fiddler that night. He was good.
He was a great.
He was burning it up. It was great.
Now, do you think he's done that before, or was this a first?
I don't think he has ever done it.
Really?
Yeah, he was a little tense, but once he got into it, my God, he just started taking on and flying up, and that was another incredible concert, I have to say.
Well, you've had the Kruger Brothers here a couple of times.
That's
so-
right. And we went to Boca Green for the first
Mhm.
time
Mhm.
with the Kruger Brothers.
That's right.
They loved it.
With a reduced orchestra.
Yeah.
The people just loved it.
They'll say, I still think, and I know it's tough, you've taken the jazz ensemble outside and done that, but to do a Boston Pops type of night outside in an ampy type theater, but there isn't any place like that down
The
here.
problem is venues, yeah. The problem
Yeah.
is a lack of a venue.
That's right.
So, you know, we've got a dream this next season to do a concert in the park.
Yeah.
Over on the other side of the bridge, you know, in Port Charlotte. We're hoping to get that done,
Okay.
and try and mix it up a little bit, do some different things.
That is super. We'll be back with Francis Wada, Jim Morgese from the Charlotte Symphony Orchestra when we return.
Thanks, Hippo. Good morning, everyone. Well,